Oh, hello everyone. I have returned. It's actually been more than a week at this point. More than a week since I last played, and boy did I need the break. Like I've had time, more than enough time to like rest, recuperate, and refresh myself from playing the exact same like 10 or 12 minute sequence for a straight hour. More than a straight hour, if I'm being honest. I didn't total up all the footage, but you know, like I got through everything. I edited through stuff. I had to do some special fancy things, which if you watch the last episode, you know what I ended up doing. So now we can move on. I can move on and, you know, not burden myself with the nonsense that I had to put up with in regards to that last Krizoa Shrine. I am not having fun with Krizoa Shrines, if you haven't figured that out. Because it's not just a situation of getting through the shrine, it is also a situation of trying to beat a challenge at the end. I much prefer the Spellstones. The Spellstones don't have an enormous, weird challenge. Well, the Spellstones tend to have a boss. There's a significant difference between those two. How many Spellstones have I done? I've done 2, yes. And each Spellstone... Have I done 2? Yeah, I've done 2. I don't remember where I got the second one from. I'm having an enormous brain fart. It's been a while since I last played, you know. Okay, so we have now returned ourselves to Thorntail Hollow. We need to talk to big old Warpstone dude and head to the Krizoa Palace. I'm gonna have to make a decision about when I actually talk to this guy and go into the maze, because I think I might have all of the cheat tokens. I think I might have all of them at this point. If I don't, I'll be surprised. Krizoa Palace, good sir.
Are you ready to go to Krizoa Palace?
Yes, I am. Come on, warp. You know, as good of a job as this game does at hiding its loading screens, because you almost never get just a black loading screen with a spinning disc or anything, this is such a blatantly obvious loading screen, because they can't hide it. They can't hide it with like some of that spaghetti design. Oh my word, they're just putting me right in the middle of the Krizoa Palace. That's super convenient. It explains why I wasn't able to use that warp pad the first time around. Oh, they're not even gonna bother trying to chase me. Alright, I'm cool with that. So, that's good. All is right with the world. This is just getting straight to the point, man. It's not like running me through a brand new section of the temple or something. Ooh. I don't think that I've explored this lower level before. Is there something special or unique down here? I'm hopeful to find something that you're not supposed to, like, immediately access. Oh. Okay, another one of these doors. They are showing up absolutely everywhere. Okay, well, that's probably the only thing to bother with on this particular level of the fortress. Or, well... Palace. Yes, the Krizoa Palace. Okay, so this level, it's a bit of a waste of architecture for it to go all the way around the outside and only have one door on it, but whatever, I'm not going to complain about it. No, nasty jellyfish, don't touch me. Okay, are they... Okay, the fans are not working the same way that they did last time. They're sending me to a different level, which is fine with me. I mean, in all honesty, as much backtracking as exists in this game, they do a pretty good job of, like, they'll build an entire temple here. What on earth? Ooh, okay. Was I not going fast enough? Nope, okay, that's not the case. Doesn't look like there's anything. I don't even know how I would get to the other side, so we'll just move on. As much as they have you backtracking in this game, I will give them some credit. You know, backtracking was an enormous cardinal sin for a very long time in game design. But at the very least, with the backtracking that they've done, you know, when I went back to Cape Claw, when as I've come back to this, hello. It's not a situation of me, like, just coming back and having nothing new. They do basically build a large temple, and they're like, okay, we're not going to run you through 100% of it. We're going to run you through like 50 to 60% of it, and then we're going to add a little bit more that's a little bit different. So there's some amount of challenge, you know? There's some amount of challenge for you to get done every single time you return. Okay, so this should make...
Yeah!
There we go. Okay, cool. This should make 3... Oh, I forgot. It's just so weird how they warp you back out of it. And then another loading screen. What was I even saying? They give you something, you know? Something over nothing to do. Whenever you walk in to the temple for like the second or third time or whatever. Hello?
My eggs! They're stealing my eggs! Please help!
Okay. Calm down about it, jeez. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, I have to defend the eggs for like a minute and a half. A little bit more than a minute and a half. Almost 2 minutes. Almost a minute and a half. Technically, I think it started at a minute and 3/4. Oh my god. Fox, would you please? Fox is not very good at this. Oh my god. His primary attack method is not, like, doing the job that it needs to. Also, I'm amazed that the eggs aren't breaking whenever they're just dropped. Like, I don't know about you, like, how many eggs have you dropped in your lifetime where it's like, oh yeah, like, there's nothing wrong, the egg, like, it never breaks whenever I drop it on the kitchen floor. But then again, like, I suppose this is supposed to be dirt and or sand. I don't know how likely it is for dirt or sand to break an egg. Also, I've had, oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh my god, stop getting stuck. No, Fox. Oh god, oh jeez. Oh my god, there's so many. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Stop. Stop. Okay. Sorry, your future generations have been stolen for someone else's supper. Okay, let's use the ground pound for this. I'm gonna need the ground quake because that's obviously the only way to deal with them. I keep forgetting that these staff abilities exist. I should be taking advantage of them more often. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. It's fine, I have plenty of magic energy. Okay, so we'll give this another try. Lady, stop screaming.
My eggs! They're stealing my eggs! Please help!
Okay, just can't skip that? Oh, okay. I just walk into the chamber. I don't actually need to talk to her. Alright, my strategy for this isn't going to really be too much different from the first time. I'm just going to use the ground pound as a backup. I'm just going to focus on doing the normal attack mostly. And then use the ground pound whenever necessary. Because I do have a limited number of times that I can trigger it, like 6 or 7 times or whatever. I don't actually know what my limit is. I don't have a stupid amount of energy, but the magic that I have available is not... I mean, I think I have more than enough magic. Frankly, Fox would do this a whole lot better if he would stop, like, attacking from overhead and he would swipe left to right or something. Because, I mean, when you attack from overhead, it's just like a small vertical slicing. So there's a very small amount of space right in front of you. Alright, you know what? No more of this. Oh wow, it killed all of them. Okay, well I'm not complaining about that. But every single time that he attacks, you know, like if you do a vertical slicing motion, then you can't really do too much. Alright, yep, gonna use this again. There's not a lot that you can hit, but if Fox was to just go left to right or right to left, you know, horizontal swiping, he'd hit so many more of these guys without any trouble. The attack pattern just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know he's a pilot. He doesn't know how to do this properly. Last time. And we should be good. I don't think anything else is going to come along and bother me.
You have saved my eggs from those evil creatures. Please let me repay you. I believe Inside, there's something that you seek.
This feels a little bit ham-fisted. Save a bunch of eggs for the lady, and then... I mean, what are you gonna give me? Another staff up? Like, just more staff energy? Oh, wait a minute. There's a pond here. There's never staff energy at it. Whoops. You never unlock, just an energy upgrade from these things when there's a pond. It's actually an ability. You've collected the portal device. What? By using this power combined with your staff, you can open the portal doorways. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Is this what's used to get into the door, like, that we found in the Krazoa Palace and stuff? Oh my word. Okay, I didn't expect to get that right now. Also, the way that the lady who needed her eggs saved here was talking. Just like, oh no, my eggs. Kind of shallow voice acting. And like, the longer that I play this game, the more I hear the shallowness of the voice acting, where it was like, yeah, it's some of this sounds like they grabbed someone from the dev team to speak into a microphone, instead of actually having a proper voice actor. You know, get some proper talent in. It's just like, yeah, no, you know what, Sherry over in accounting. Hey, Sherry, you want to do some voice lines for us? No, just read it. No need to act.
It's so nice to see you both. But I have some bad news. Son, your father has been taken prisoner within the walled city.
Is he okay? Fox! We've got to help him. Quick!
He's right, Queen. Point us in the direction of the gatekeeper and we'll rescue him.
I wish it were that simple. You see, Tricky's father is the gatekeeper.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Dad's a gatekeeper?
No, that's all we need.
Yeah, and a wise one at that. When Scales came to our land, your father knew that the Sharpclaws would come for him, and so he hid his gatekeeper powers behind this sacred seal. I'm sorry, but I cannot break the seal. Maybe you might have some idea.
Okay, I have so much to unpack there. I have so much to unpack. Let's just open this first and see what happens. Okay, this feels a little bit like, we don't have time to make another meaningful challenge to you. Let's just slap something in. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to feel how truncated the game gets. Slippy, did you get the portal device from the magic cave and the Thorntail said to return to the queen? Maybe she knows where the barrel butts in the next spellstone. Don't forget. Okay, yeah, fuel cells. So, yeah, it's as immediately simple and straight.
Take care of my son, Fox.
Yep, I will. That line that Fox dropped where it was just like, oh, that's all we need. I was like, wow, like, it couldn't have sounded more like that was a pickup line where you were called back into the studio, and it was just like, yeah, just say it. What's the context? Just say the line, man. Just say the line. Oh, okay, no direction. I'll just say it. Kind of annoyed, I guess. Oh my god. Okay, so here's the deal. I could just jump into the R-Wing and fly out to the next area, which is obviously what they want me to do now, okay? They want me to jump. Another loogie got hawked into the sky. Instead of it being a gatekeeper who spat it out, it was something hidden behind a magic door. So, the thing is, though, that magic door had, I've seen those magic doors. They've been all over the place, and there's another one down in Cape Claw, okay? And I want to check out this magic door in Cape Claw. Actually, there was another one inside of the water temple as well. Or, well, the outer cloister of the water temple, if you will. Not the inner cloister. So, I want to check those out before I leave. What on earth? Oh. Okay, they're trying to teach you how to open the gate to the Lightfoot Village. I don't know why I would need to go back, but at least they're bothering to, like, teach me how to get back to the Lightfoot Village. I can give them credit for that. Anyways, there were some things that I saw in the edit of the last couple of episodes. I noticed that there was a stone down on the beach of Cape Claw that has it looked like it was cracked open. Okay, it looked like there was something inside of it. So there are things that I can do down on the beach of Cape Claw that I want to get a closer look at. And also, I remember there being one of those special doors in Cape Claw, so why not take the opportunity? You know, two birds, one stone will take care of that. So, like, the longer that I play this game, the more I realize that it's like, oh yeah, it feels a whole lot like, there was some phoning in of some of the dialogue, like the lady who we had to save her eggs. The Queen Earthwalker, pretty cardboard, okay? Pretty cardboard. So, not the best. I mean, what a big surprise. The King Earthwalker has been captured. Okay, we already knew that. Fox kind of like said that to Tricky at the start of the game when they met. He's a gatekeeper? Oh no, I never would have imagined that. Not like the leader of every single tribe so far has been a gatekeeper. Well, the leader of every friendly member of the tribes, I guess. So, you know. Okay, where on Earth? Yeah, we'll just swim it. We'll just swim it. Okay, so the door should be like back this way, not too far from that dig spot that I had a hard time finding. That was like hidden under a crate. So, I'm curious what else there is to find down here, though, because, I mean, I guess I didn't really intend to start doing a whole bunch of like side questing here, but in a way, I guess that's what I'm doing, because it feels a whole lot like I don't have to do a lot of what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing this because I feel compelled to. And, you know, to some degree, that's what good backtracking is in video games. It's like, yeah, there are secrets and collectibles that you can find out there. Okay, so we have access to the cannon now. There are secrets and collectibles to find that you couldn't reach previously, and now you can if you just backtrack with the abilities that you have now. Alright, I'm not really seeing anything new here. So what we'll do instead is we will... Yeah, alright. Well, that is definitely the rock that I'm trying to hit. Too close, too far. What's next, please? Okay, 4th time's the charm? I hit the dock accidentally. Nothing. Okay, come on, come on. 5? There we go. Okay, cool. Broke it apart. Now I get to find out what on earth was hidden inside of this rock. I knew there was something special about it. I almost missed it whenever I was editing the episode because it was like in the periphery, like on the edge of the screen. Whenever I saw it, I was like, what on earth? Did I actually see that? I had to stop my editing process and go back in the timeline and be like, did I see what I think I saw? A Baphomet and a... Oh, it's a grotto. Oh, okay. Yeah, this definitely would be something you would backtrack for. This is an energy upgrade because there's no water. When there's water, it's always an ability. When there's no water, it's just an energy upgrade. Yep, staff energy. Still entertains me that the electric power that comes out of that little, like, point that you stand underneath. The electric image is so compressed and artifacted, and I never would have been able to tell that on a standard def TV, which is what I played this on back in the day. But now that I'm, you know, like playing it on a modern piece of, well, on as good of a modern screen as I can, this is being run through an upscaler to be able to capture it with my my card. You can see the seams, basically. You can see the compression. You can see the artifacting. You can see where... Wait a minute. I just remembered. I just remembered. There is another one of those special doors inside of, like, the water temple. So let's backtrack again. Let's go back. Let's, you know, I'd rather get it now because I'm already in Cape Claw than, you know, leave and then be like, ah, crap, I forgot that extra thing. So we'll take care of that now. But, you know, you take a game like this and you put it on a standard definition television, which I know not a lot of people have. What the heck? Okay, it's blocked off, which... Why would they block it off? Standard definition televisions, they're not common anymore. In fact, you're kind of you're the exception, not the rule. If you have access to a standard def TV, I have one downstairs actually. It's a flat, it's a tube television, but it has a flat screen. Like it was from that very awkward period of television production, well, television manufacturing, where it was like, yeah, flat displays are like all the rage, and it was a marketing ploy. I remember when I was. God, it would have been like 2004, 2006 when this happened. But I remember during the time, flat screens, like flat panel televisions that we have today. It's like, yeah, it's a flat TV, you know, uses LCD or whatever. I think back then it was more likely to be a plasma television. But what you would do is you would see all of these ads, like in the Sunday paper or whatever, and you would find out, and they'd be advertising like a flat screen display. Wait a minute, why the... Tricky? What's going on? Okay? This worked last time. Am I missing something? It sounds like the door is closing on me, despite the fact that Tricky is still swimming above the button. That worked last time. It's closed. What changed? Why is the puzzle changed? Oh, okay, I just saw a button. Alright, go ahead and just shoot it. What is this gonna do? Like, just permanently open the door or something? Oops. I can hit it. There we go. No, okay, it raises the water level. And this doesn't make any sense because it's just gates. Like, you couldn't raise the water level to this. It would drain straight out immediately through the enormous, like, portcullis gates. What?
Flame.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to suspect that this is the section of the game where things started to get rushed. Because there's a whole story around, like, immediately as soon as this game was released, the very next day, or maybe the day of, Rare announced that they had been bought by Microsoft, which was, of course, an enormous surprise to anybody who knew anything about, like, Rare and their relationship with Nintendo. It was a surprise even to people inside of Rare that it happened. So I think the story is that they were... Okay, yep. Yeah, this is really weird. Those buttons have never operated as toggles before. Anyways, it was a situation where it was like, well, Rare can't possibly be, like... They can't complete the sale when they're still working on a Nintendo property. So they had to, like... The story is that they pushed development of this game through really, really hard once it got towards the end because they wanted to complete the sale to Microsoft. Which makes a certain amount of sense. I'm also, like, it's a little bit weird for them to have modified the puzzles there. I'm not going to complain about it too much, but I don't know. I'm just a stone's throw. I'm almost inside of the temple. It'll be fine. None of it will truly matter in the end because I'm just running around trying to pick up the upgrades or the extras that are still sitting around the levels before we actually get to the end. Like I said, I need to think of when to go into the maze underneath the warp stone as well. I haven't checked his underside yet. I haven't entered his hole. Wait, what? It's closed again. And I don't have a stone to get inside. Uh-oh. Okay, what I said about them, like, cutting corners or whatever is... I probably shouldn't have done that. Use the dinosaur planet map. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to suspect, that they're going to be reusing the same Force Point Temple. That probably means that they're going to send me back to the Volcano Force Point Temple at some point as well. Which means I probably shouldn't be hunting down these special doors. The special doors that I remember seeing throughout the world are probably necessary for advancing the game. They're used as, like, basically a cheap obstacle. That's what I'm starting to suspect. I guess we'll see in time. Anyways, I was talking about, like, flat screen TVs and everything. It was an entire marketing tactic, right? Back in whenever, like, actual flat televisions were kind of uncommon, or they were new. They were new and they were stupidly expensive. It's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna spend, you know, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on a flat television, which was just the thing at, you know, when they were brand spanking new, and they were finally starting to, like, you could actually go out to a store and find them instead of them being like a crazy specialty product or something. So what I remember was that the advertising tactic was that you would see a really reasonable price for a TV that was, quote, flat screen. And then if you actually saw the model, it was still a tube TV, like a ginormous, super heavy tube television. But they had managed to make the screen flat instead of rounded like a normal tube television. So for a while there, I remember, like, watching advertisements trying to figure out what televisions were worth purchasing, and I had to learn that flat screen did not actually mean a flat panel. And I remember that was the specific term you were looking for, because the technology used wasn't, like, standardized yet. It was like a plasma television was a certain sign, but plasma televisions were also, like, super expensive. So, you know, I would never have the money for something like that. So what I would do is I would look for flat panel, specifically flat panel televisions, because a flat panel meant that it was actually like a flat TV and not a tube television with a flat screen on it. And obviously, like, a flat panel meant that it was higher definition. It was like new fancy tech as opposed to old tech. And, you know, like, I still have a flat screen television with the tube downstairs in my living room. Like, I pinched it off of my sister whenever she was moving, and, you know, like, she had upgraded to flat televisions and everything, and she was like, yeah, I don't need this anymore. And I was like, well, that thing is mine. If you don't want it, it's mine now. And she's like, yeah, take it. Just get it out of here. And of course, moving a television that big is, like, it's half of the reason why you would get it free in the first place. It was old tech. I didn't care about it. It's gonna go into the dumpster. Everybody's upgrading type situation. Persona 4 is a game that really is a unique game because it was made during that transition period, and, like, there's an entire aspect in that game about television screens being like a tiny little tube TV that you have in your room versus, like, enormous flat panels inside of a department store. All right, we've got enough fuel to go to the walled city. I just gotta wait on Fox to activate his ride and have it do what's necessary there. You have to wonder, who's responsible for maintaining the engineering of this piece of machinery? Because the R-Wing is so specialty. You know how difficult it is to get a car repaired whenever the parts are, like, specialty? Think of how difficult it is with, like, the R-Wing. It's super specialty.
This is dangerous ground, folks. Walled City was once the Earthwalkers' home, but it's been overrun by the deadly Red Eye tribe. General Scales has imprisoned the King Earthwalker within its walls. You must rescue the king and find that spellstone. Hurry, Fox. Those nasty beasts are mighty hungry. Let me out.
Fly through 7 gold rings to open the gatekeeper's force field.
Oh, crap. I forgot. It moves in factors of, like, it moves up 2 points, and it starts with 1, then it goes to 3, then 5, and now 7. And I just remember, God, the last one that I went through was an absolute pain. Let's hope that I can get through this without a total and complete loss, because I missed so many of the gold rings last time. All right, better lasers. I'm down for that. Ow! Oh, ow. Okay. Not doing great here. You know, it occurs to me there's absolutely zero reason to bother trying to go for the silver rings, because the gold rings also heal you. Oh, thank you, Slippy. I missed another gold ring. This is actually going pretty well. I'm gonna have to utterly botch this. All right, that's all the rings that I need. This place is an enormous hazard minefield of just. Oof. Oh boy.
You did it, Fox! The force field is down! It's safe for you to land! Slippy out!
Alright, not too bad. Alright. You know, it occurs to me now that I have been flying out to different sections of Dinosaur Planet, and we've seen that the dinosaurs of Dinosaur Planet have air capabilities, which makes it a bit strange that they don't have anti-air defenses. Why can I land so safely? You know?
Let's play.
Okay, just get a lay of the land really fast. Yeah, looking pretty good. Before I stop, save, and quit, because, let's see what the Red Eye Tribe has for me in the next episode. See you then.